Most designers are self-taught, so mastering color is always very difficult since you're learning from different resources. Today, we're going to cover the color theory and how you can create color palettes without thinking. Have you ever wondered how designers and artists create perfect color combination? They use color theory. Color theory is a practical combination of art and science that is used to determine what color looks good together. Colors that look good together are called a color harmony. This is a full practical tutorial with little theory. Before we dive into this fully, I'm going to show you how Microsoft came about these colors using the color theory. And you're going to see the practical example. I'm going to use just one color and then we're going to find all the other three colors. If you're new to my channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button. The file used for this tutorial will be made available in the description below. Without taking much of your time, let's get into it. After duplicating the file from the Figma community, you will get this. To get started, we're going to be illustrating how the color theory was used to create this particular Microsoft logo. So here we have the red color, the blue, the yellow, and the green. This first three color, red, blue, and green, these are primary colors. So I'm going to pick just the red color and I will show you how we got this other two colors, that's the blue and yellow, from the color theory. So now to do that, we're going to be using this link here because the whole color theory lies all around the color wheel. This link here, this is from Canva. Once we open this, click on the link, it's going to open this color wheel here. So now I'm going to adjust my width of the Figma file so we can actually work hand in hand with this. But we don't need this space here, so click on the drop down here, go to view, and let's look for panel. Then we can show or hide the left panel. So now we have this. Let's explore. So I'm going to select this red color I just added here. Let's copy this here. Scroll down where we have this section, pick a color. You're going to paste this. So by default, the first color theory here is set to complementary. You just notice it automatically generates this color here at the bottom. That's this blue. If I grab this and I select this, I can paste this. You see we have the first portion of this. Then I can use another theory again to get this yellow. There is the analogous here. So this theory just checks and then uses color side by side on the color wheel. So you see we have this yellow color. You see we have the red, then the next color beside this is yellow. So analogous just pick colors by the side of the main color that we're picking. So the next color after this is this one here, that's this orange. So now let's grab this yellow and fill in this space here. So we are left with this last one here, that's the green. There's actually no theory that can generate this green color for you. So I believe the logic they use for this green color is, since we have these two color, 1 and 2, if you join blue and yellow, it's automatically going to give you the green color. So I believe that's what they just used here. You can search that online. Let's say yellow plus blue. I think that should be blue. So let's see the result here. Let's say it's going to give us green here. So basically I believe that's what they did to just get this. So this is just to introduce this whole topic and color theories and how big companies like Microsoft are actually using this. Here we have some of the theories we're going to be learning: the monochromatic, complementary, analogous, triadic, and then tetradic. We can start with this, our sketch. Let's start with the monochromatic color. So I will select this and choose monochromatic. Monochromatic is the use of one color and its shade. So let's say we want to make this a black background, maybe a dark mode. We want to create a dark mode from this. All I need to do is to add 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the black color. So automatically it's going to generate a complementary or a shade. Let me not use complementary. It's going to create a shade, but people that know color will say, okay, it's not a shade, it's a hue. It's going to generate a hue of this black color. So let me select this to copy this particular color, and I can come here, make sure you're selecting this frame, and I'll paste this. Press enter. We have this black color. So double click and just change this to desktop 1. Just makes more sense. So I'm going to come back here, copy this, let's select this, and then let's change their color here. I'll paste this here, and we have this. Don't worry about the text. We can scroll down where you have the 2928. Let's just change that to white here. And for the effect, we're going to hide that. For our stroke, we're going to hide that as well. Then you can select this and change this to white as well here. So now you see, by using this, we've generated this color palette. That's the black background and this other one. So is it possible for you to customize this 2 shade? The answer is yes, and let's do that. I'm going to select desktop 1, Command D to duplicate. Let's say I'm not satisfied with these colors. To customize this color, I'm going to come back to our color wheel and select this. Once you hover over these 2 items here, if I hover over this, you see it gives me these settings here. So this allows me to customize my color. So I'll select this, and I just want to go a little bit above 0. So 1 above 16 would give us E. So here we now have 1E, 1E, 1E. So I'm going to copy this, and let me bring this and replace the color we have here. So I can paste this. And for the shade, you can do the same thing. Hover over this, and let's play with the luminance here again. So here, if we can go down to 22222 somewhere here, I'll select or copy this, and I can select this 1 2 3, and I will paste this here. Press enter. If I zoom in, you see we have a nice color shade here. So that's how to use the monochromatic, and also how to customize the monochromatic. So let's move to the second theory. Let me close this. We can select this here, Command D to duplicate. So let's move to the second theory. Here I believe it's complementary. So to do that, we can come back in here, select complementary colors. For this, if I should drag this here, you notice that this complementary color, basically it picks a color that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So for blue now, you notice here it just falls somewhere around this yellowish, so it's going to create the opposite of this color. So now we can just look for any color we want to use. That's just the good thing about this. It's going to work. Here, I'll just make sure I change this background to FFFF. That's white. Then we can now apply these colors. So I'll select this, copy this, I'll apply that here. I can select this and paste it here because I want to just change it for this too. So I'll grab this, copy, and I'll select this and I'll paste this here. And for this green here, we can change the text color. I think that's one way to go, to black, so that it's just going to match and fit in perfectly. I can select this and make sure I'm changing this text here to dark here. So you see these 2 colors, because they are complementary, you see how they stand out here on our design. We are doing this, mind you, without thinking, without stressing ourselves, because they are proven theories. Basically, you see how this works. Let's try to customize these 2 colors again. So Command D or Control D. You can come in here, you can pick any color you want, but I'll just stick to these 2 colors. I'm going to select this, and we can just try to adjust this. Let's see, if you're working on a dashboard and you want a lighter color, I will just reduce the luminance, copy this, and let's select this and paste this here. Now if you look at this can be a little bit disturbing. So what you need to do, you can try to just reduce this to black, but I'm not a fan of this. I actually don't like this, so I might just have to, increase the luminance. So I'll increase this, copy this, and we can refill this with this particular color here. So you see, it gives you the opportunity to play with this color, but you know that you're playing with these colors in the right way. So now I will do the same thing for this. We can play with this somewhere here and grab this color, come back in here, and I can paste this here, and you see we still have our colors. We're changing. If you keep playing with that, you just get something unique, something outstanding, and the whole idea is you're playing the right way. Let's look at the third option here, which is the analogous color. I will select this here and let's go to analogous colors here. So I'm going to pick another different shade. Let's go to something not cool. So let's go to red and see how it's going to stand in here. So I'll select and copy this color. So I'll click this and let's change this. We have the first one. Select this. I'll select this other color. I'll paste this here. I believe white can work for this background. So instead of this, let's play with white here. Yeah, white stands out. Then the last color here, which is like pink, I'll select this and I can change this feel to this pink here. So you see the colors are just bright, but they still stand out because they are from the color wheels and we're following the theory. You can try to customize this and select the colors you want. You can even play with the background. So I'm going to duplicate this because I don't want to spend much time. I'm working on a course on colors. If you want to see that, you can indicate in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe. So the next color theory we're going to look at is the triadic here. So like I mentioned, the analogous, you notice they are side by side. That's on the color wheel. So for the triadic, if you select that here, they are opposite each other on the color wheel. So this is our main color. Let's see, I'm picking blue here. So you see we have the two other colors for this. So that's why I had to summarize the analogous, because you will now be confused. Analogous, they are side by side, but triadic, you see they are opposite each other. This one is facing this one is also facing this, and this is also facing this. Just that triangle. So let's try to copy these colors. That's the blue. I'll come back here and paste it here. Then let's go with the red. Select this and I can paste this. Then green, I can grab this and paste this here. So for this, you just need to change the text color to, let's say, black. We are going to test this to see how they look, whether they pass the WAG or not. Then we can make adjustments. So that's for the triadic. We have the tetradic, which uses 4 point instead of 3 point. I can select this and duplicate this here, and let's select the tetradic here. So now you see we have these colors. Let's see, I'm using yellow. That's my main color. I'll select this and I can come back here and paste this. Make sure that the white, it's changed to black. So this is going to pass the test. Then green, I'll grab this, select this, make sure that we're changing the red to this and the white to black. That's the text. Then I can have either blue or any of this. But fun part, I can just delete this. Since this is 4, there are 4, Command D. I can just push this down here. So we can have the other two colors. So I'm going to select this and paste the blue and make sure that I'm changing the black to white. That's for the text color. And I can just grab this last color here and I'll paste this here. press enter, and I can change that black to white, and this is going to stand out. If you want to see more tutorial tips on colors, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So you see, we have all these color patterns here. Without thinking, we're able to create this color patterns. So imagine if you can take maybe like a minute or two trying to adjust the shades, you're going to get amazing colors. So if you want to see the advanced video on how I break down this, on how I use this on projects, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's test our component to see if these colors are going to pass the contrast test. So now to do that, I'm going to select this and go to plugin. Let's search for stack. So even if they don't pass this, you'll just see that we can just make quick adjustment. It's not going to be too much adjustment. So once you open stack, we are going to select what we want to test. That's contrast. I think the first one you see, that's the last item I'm selecting here. It passes all of the requirement, so that's perfect. So you see, and we did this without thinking. So following the rules now actually makes things easier for you. You see, this component also passes the test. If it's failing any test, you're just going to see the cancel. So let's test this again as well. This also is passing the test. If you want to know if it's actually changing, you see, this is the score for this, and then this is the score for this. So let's select this and see. Now you see this one of this is actually failing this. That's for the normal text. So you can use any of the suggestion here. If you select this, you can apply this, and then keep changing till eventually it's going to pass this particular test here. So one of this is failing. If I select this here, let's see, okay, we have some of this are actually failing. So let's try to apply all these changes and see if it's just going to fix that here. So we have some fix. I'm going to apply this to the layer. So you can keep applying till eventually you get to fix the contrast. So this is coming from this. So let's select this again here and see they're actually failing. We can just apply, select which one you want to change, and then we can apply the change, and you see we just have one left. So this is going to keep suggesting for you, and you can keep changing. So let's select this. This passed the test perfectly, you see, without any failure. So let's select this again. You see, this is actually wonderful. If you understand these color theories and you practicalize them on maybe a few projects, you're going to get used to it, and you can study more on colors. So don't forget, if you want to see how I use colors in my project, I'll be creating a full tutorial on color theories and how we can use that on project. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.